Hello everyone, Burton is back in the realm of Qarth, and we're playing as a 3-year-old now. Yes, we are the Pureborn 9 Fingers of Qarth. We are right now the Lord of Qarth, soon to be the King of Qarth, and the future ruler of Qarth. Yeah, that's right, it's the 3rd generation of the Malarans. Oh, that's a mouthful. Was it 27, 28 episodes? I still can't say that right. So, Mondello, my father, died trying to get hold of a Valyrian steel sword. He was foolish in his old age, but he was only trying to do what was best for me. Unfortunately, that's left us in a small predicament, as it's going to be a while before we come to manhood. What we're going to do right now is this is going to be a moment of solidification. We are going to try and get our economy going as best as we can. We're doing some improvements in Qarth, some in Ashabad to get the fleets up and running. In Qarth it's more defensive, maybe trying to get ourselves a little bit more of an army. Obviously what we're going to have to do as well is keep an eye out for dangerous factions. Now, not too many going on right now. Liege Loyalists, good to see, we're already having some of them join ourselves. Now, as we're 3 years old, you would think it would prevent us from doing a lot, but in fact it doesn't. We can still go ahead and press slave claims, slave wars even, as we know, and we're currently trying to get the claim down in Pharos. So, Area has retired, and we've started with Master Zarro now. He has a very good diplomacy skill, and let's hope that'll be good. So, a thraldom law, okay. So I think we need to start, well, I would say my father kept faith in Zarro. So we've got Zarro, Justicar, Zarro the Mad. Well, I think we're going to keep Zarro the Mad, for now at least. So we'll get him training troops. Pinta is in Makrosh, trying to oversee the construction. And we've got our Spy Master just trying to protect us with schemes here. Obviously she doesn't like us too much. What she actually wants, she wants to adopt a lifestyle. So that's where we're at right now. And you know what, it's not the worst place that we can actually be in fact, it's actually quite good. Now I wish my father was still there, because when he died we lost the claim in Caravana. Now we do have a courtier, she's a slave. Now one of the things I may very well do is we do have the option to sell slaves. We can buy more slaves for our camps. It's going to cost us 400. Right now our slave camp is currently at 2. Oh, it's actually jumped a little bit. So that's gone up quite a lot. So we can start affording to sell some more slaves soon. We're in the process of upgrading the castle town, and the shipyard itself has come to fruition. That's brilliant. So castle town itself, 3.5 income. Let's have a look at ships. So we need Castle Town 3 for that. So in order to get Castle Town 3, we need this one, and that would require us having small estates. Small estates is private farms. Private farms need patrol posts. So we follow the chain, it leads us to patrol posts. It's going to increase our garrison size, get us plus 50, but then that allows us to progress. So it allows us to get small estates, and then on to the Castle Town 3, and then the shipyards. Wow, that's pricey, just for 15 extra galleys. It's 15 galleys that we actually need, and it's going to be a while before everyone's fully restocked, so I think it's going to be an investment that we're going to make. So patrol posts it is, plus 5%, even 5% of 9k stack is actually quite a good return for a garrison, so let's do that. And we've got a home province as well. I think we might hold off a little bit in the home province, because anything we do is just going to get us some very, very minimal people, and it's not going to be of great progression to us. As you can see, our fort level is high enough at the moment, so we don't need to worry too much about the lack of defence there and then. Our domain size has grown because, you know what? Because of Pinta, because of our regent, because our regent actually was a lot better than my father ever was at management style, so that allows us to have an extra one. So we can keep hold of Makrosh for now, because the colony is still underway. It's taken a while, as is the other one, which is why I was glad that my father didn't put any money into Valshihorsi or Tolero. That's fine. So someone's trying to seek out my legitimacy. This is troublesome. So Yena, it's my half sister. Come on Yena, what are you doing? Can we imprison her? 63%. You know what? We may have to do it. Let's see what she does, if she presses anything against us. In the meantime, I think we need to start getting people on side. So let's start where we always start, and that's with our most powerful one. Unfortunately, that's Yena. But it's a different Yena. So it's this one. So short reign, medium authority. Okay, so our easy one, we can't actually do that in fact. I was going to say our easy one to bring down realm authority, but we can't do that as we're too young. That's fine. We may have to go ahead and start getting some people on side with some gifts. That's potential. We need to have a quick look at... No, in fact we don't need to bother with that. So my heir is Urthan. So Urthan. He's actually slow, we know that, so it's strange that my half sister is trying to have a look at, you know, my legitimacy, because if she proves that I'm illegitimate, which I'm not, it's going to be Urthan who sits the throne, not her, unless she presses a claim against it. Now that's interesting in itself, because she's a far better contender than Urthan actually is. But I suppose it also works good for me because Urthan can act as a little bit of a buffer. Got some cousins. Well, Urthan myself is his cousin, okay. After many months of rebuilding, the ruins of Marrakesh are finally resembling a habitable place once more. Many immigrants have been flocking to this land, which means even a levy can now be supported. It's only a matter of time until the colony is complete. Wow. How long did that take? Guys, it looks good. Now the basic colony is in there. We're moving forward with the advanced colony. So we are getting the garrison up, and then we can actually get a levy. So that's good. Things are actually starting to come to plan with that. We're not going to put any more money into that right now. I want to try and keep some money spare. However, down here, where potentially we can have another 6,000, we can only get a small amount of ships. In fact, I'm sure we'll be able to get more of that. We've got an eastern shipyard, so that's 100. Yeah, the royal shipyards produce ships in numbers. That's fine. We produce the ships in numbers. Oh, let's have a look. It's envied by all of Westeros. Nice, that's what I like. So we've got that already. I mean, I don't see any need to try and increase that even more. I'm actually happy with that. So righteous imprisonment. Methos the Cruel of the Spices. I don't think we're going to. We would ask him to end the plot, but he won't. So what plot is he involved in? You know what? It's nothing that's actually going to be concerning us for now. So there we go. So for once we've actually got some peace in Qarth. 4 years old, so a year has passed since my father has died. In the meantime, Area must be getting bored. If this man doesn't hurry up and start getting claims, you know what? We may very well put her back. But we'll give him a chance. We'll give him a year to see if anything comes to fruition. So ideally, we want all of Pharos and then Morak. That's the priority. This pretty much this island here. Once we get that, I think we're fairly solidified in this area. So we've got patrol posts. So we can get garrison plus 10. That'll be good. It's 300 though. And we can get the castle town, which improves our tax income. So right now our monthly balance is plus 15. That's actually really good for us. We need to carry on doing this. So castle town. What about on this one? Patrol post is still building. It's going to take a while. So October. By the time that one's done, we should be making some money back. So I think tax income would be a wise thing to have, and that will pay for things like patrol posts and things like that in the future. So let's do Castle Town. Oh, another slave born into us. That's fine. If we ever start running low on money, I will just sell some slaves off. It's not a problem. Like I mentioned a minute ago, our slave camps are actually quite high. We can sell a few more. We can upgrade to huge slave camp. 1050 gold light infantry plus 2500. Interesting. So dangerous factions here. What have we got? Okay folks, sorry about that, I just had to do something. Right, so we are back. Right, so what were we looking at? Totally forgotten. Oh yeah, factions in Qarth. So, the strength of Lower Crown Authority is very little we can do about it. We can't ask them to actually leave, which is a bad thing. But Liege Loyalists, we're okay. We do have enough support to survive, and we do have our own people as well. So 5,000 troops potentially. Another, yeah, so we can pull up at least 11,000 ourselves. That's just us. It doesn't count the ones down here that we'll be able to get in the future that we cannot get right now. And then we'll have the additional 700 once these guys start refilling the levy at Macrosh. So fairly good situation, that's not too bad. In terms of our development here, we know what we're doing. We're going to go ahead, we're doing the castle town. After castle town, I think patrol posts might be good. Just for garrison, gives us a little bit more defence, whereas on the other one we'll do castle town, and then we'll probably go on to shipyard to try and improve that a little bit. In fact, small shipyard, yeah, there we go, so plus 25. So we really need to get the money back now, so castle shipyard, that's what we're going for. But obviously we're going to need 300 for castle towns first. Right, let's go ahead and try and get that money. How are we going to get it? Well, exactly how we said, by selling some slaves. So once again, we're going to go for the oldest one, Toko. We tried to sell him last time. I don't think we got a very good offer for him. We got 15 straight away, so I'm going to take that. He's 66 years old. Right, Gafor. Let's arrange to sell him. Now we'll see if someone takes Gafor, because Gafor isn't particularly good in any area. He's actually quite bad in most. If someone offers 15, we'll take him. We're not going to be money grabbing. We are pretty much trying to fund a building program across of Qarth. 150? Why? Gafor, he's 60. Maybe it's because his learning is 14. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, we'll do that. 150. Brilliant. So that's pretty much selling 2 slaves has funded the next thing that will go ahead in Ashabad, which is great. So we'll leave it at that for now. Now come on, you need to hurry up and get this claim down here, Zaro. You're taking your time. 21, there's no one actually better of him. It's Taganaria who's next. She doesn't like us too much anymore. 5 from the council, which is understandable. We're growing up okay. Unfortunately, we cannot really influence any of these. We don't have the option, so we're pretty much going to have to deal with what we're given. It's unfortunate right now that our marshal is at 0. Probably what that's going to mean is when we do get wed, we're going to have to find someone who's got decent marshal. Who's actually available to us right now? Well, Bella, just to carve the warlocks. She's quick as well, she's actually not too bad. She's 16 years old. She does want to marry a ruler. That's not a bad thing. She's a little on the old side, or she will be, by the time we come of fruition. Taganaria, the other Taganaria, who's a bodyguard, but she's weak. Skill fighter, but weak. Odello of Qarth. Who are you? Ah. He's a bastard. So he's going to hang about here. You never know. We may become friends in the future. Never say never. So let's have a look what's happening in Marine, because Prince Mors, he's well, he doesn't like me too much, but how do his vassals like him? It is time for me to receive a proper education. Life is so full of opportunities. What will I become? Pinter? Pick wisely, come on. I am to learn about numbers. Why? Okay, we're gonna have to take this as well as we can. And I think we are going to become the great architect of Qarth. So our plot has been set out before as our path, our destiny, is to rebuild. Well, it's not to rebuild, it's to expand upon what we already have, to make us stronger where we live. And then once we have that strength and I come of age, then it's going to be to expand that way, which is completely fine. Now, Lazosh. I think we need to declare some slave raids. So last time we said we were going to do a few at once, and let's see if we can do that. So that would be Hosharak. So that's one. Do we want to go against Nugis? To be honest, probably not. I don't think we can anyway. That's fine. Caravana. Can we go against Caravana? That's always handy. No, we can't. We would actually lower prestige. What about Baishabad? Slave raid on the Sand Road. Excellent. So that gives us 2. Can we get anyone else? Pharos we've just been in. Marak. In fact, we can do Marak as well. Right, so that's 3 slave raids. If we win that, that will give us 300 prestige. So let's get on board with it. So Marak itself, they can't pull up too many, but we're going to need to send a fair few. So 1,400. You know, yeah, that's fine. You can go ahead and get on the ships. We'll get you sailing round here. Then we've got this land here. So who's going to take care of these? So potentially these guys will be our toughest opponents. Up to 11,000. But you know what? Let's see what we can do here. We're going to keep an eye on them. I don't expect these to put up much of a fight, but just in case they do, let's send some reinforcements. So we've got 2,000. You know what, let's just double check with them. They can get up to 4,000, so I think we might be wise to send a few more men up that way. So yeah, who are we going to send? Oh, you've got no one to send, and we've got 2,000 troops there. Okay, so we'll send these 2,000 troops as well. Unfortunately, they just run short of having enough boats. So go ahead, jump on board the boat, we'll get you over here and we'll get everyone all picked up. So they've got 278, they're in the middle of running, that's fine. And it looks like the boats have arrived, brilliant. So let's get everyone added on together. All aboard, and you're going to head on over here. The 1,700 are heading down there, we've got them heading up this way. I think it might be wise if we save these guys for now and we just play it by ear and see how it goes. But we're not even at half strength with our forces that we have raised, and that's really good for us. So that's where we're going to end off this episode here. We have declared 3 slave wars. In the hope that it's going to gain us a little bit more prestige and a hell of a lot more slaves. Thanks for sticking with the series, guys. You know what to do. Raise those thumbs. Cheers.